Facebook, it's your friendly nosy neighbors, Jessica Cardon
and Elyse Powell
with the Murdock Manwaring Company. Thanks for joining us today. By the way, if you love all things local, make sure to like and follow our page because we're going to keep you in the know about what's going on in Southeast Idaho with businesses and events and cool things going around. And if you love real estate, like we love real estate, make sure to like and follow the Murdock Manwaring page as well, because then you're going to keep in the know on all things about real estate, and there's some hot stuff going on. Well, we're in the same location we were in before a little while ago.
That's right. We've been here right next door. We were able to come to a Nosy Neighbors right here at Flip and Twist. We're just in the parking lot across from Chick-fil-A, right off of Hit Road.
Looking at Kohl's, looking at Bank of Commerce. This is a very central spot. And when we were here at Flip and Twist, there's a little shop right next door.
Right next door.
And we thought, why don't we and then come to find out, it's a really cool spot called Yoga London. So we're going to go in and talk to Yoga London and talk about what they do, and come to find out they're kind of tied in together, and there's some really neat things that they are doing for families and whole wellness.
Good reason why they're right next door to Flip and Twist.
Let's go in and take a look.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
So we're the nosy neighbors. Wonder if we can just ask some questions about Yoga London.
Absolutely.
So tell us who you guys are.
So
You're
Ladies
conveniently
first.
standing here, very well posed.
Ladies
Weird.
first.
I'm Meg. I'm the studio manager. So a lot of times I'm the one on Facebook who's updating people, giving specials, that kind of stuff. But I'm the face here most of the time that you'll see. So
Excellent.
And I'm
And this
Favad.
is the guy who carries the purse. No, I'm just
Yes. When Meg says we need this to be paid, I pay it. So I'm Favad, and I own a number of the businesses here. But Yoga London is I think the most exciting business that we're involved in. So
fantastic.
So why is it most exciting?
Yeah.
it's new. It's different. There's a few things I'm sure we can talk about that will show you how I feel it's different. And I'm on a bit of a personal journey here as well. So about yoga and wellness and the fact that I need some. So I think there's a lot of people in town that probably will share that story with me.
Yeah. So what is Yoga London?
why don't you tell them about the demystification?
Yes. So Yoga London, London because I come from London. I don't know if you've worked that out. I come from London. Myself and my wife moved here about 3.5 years ago. And we have built a number of businesses. This is our most recent business. And I suppose the whole idea of Yoga London is to try and demystify yoga. So yoga, I think everyone that's heard of yoga believes it's a good thing. It's a great thing to do. But why hasn't everyone tried it? And I was in that situation a few years ago in London. I sort of was dragged along by a friend and then another friend. But I always felt intimidated. I always felt like, why am I the only guy here? Why is the instructor paying special attention to me? And I put myself in a position where now we own a yoga studio, so I have to go. And I want to share that experience with people. We just don't want to be attracting yogis, people that have done yoga before. This is about embracing and demystifying yoga. So that gentleman out there right now that's picking up some of the litter, he should come in and try it.
So it's for anyone and everyone.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we're next door to Flip and Twist, which you guys have featured previously.
Yes.
And
We
we
mentioned that.
want to be building yoga classes for children, for the family. So this is just, this is the start of our journey.
So what does someone expect? So you're talking about trying to demystify. What can they expect if they're nervous, or what's going on that would help them get in the door?
So one of the great things is that we do have classes for beginners, and they are intro to yoga. So the nice thing about that is they're going to teach you the poses. They're going to teach you how to get into the pose. They're going to teach you the breathing. They're also going to have it at a beginner's level. So you're not, you see on TV these yoga poses that you're like, I don't know how that person got into a pretzel, but that's impressive. Well, that's not where you're going to start in intro to yoga. You're going to start with the basics and then progress from there. So it's for all levels. You don't have to have done yoga previously, so you can come in for the first time and get a great experience. Our instructors are very knowledgeable, so they're really good at their cueing. Cueing is a way for the person to get into poses and have it be more beneficial. And so a good instructor makes a big difference with that. So they can expect top-notch instructors here. We've got a great team as far as our instructors go, and as far as the front desk goes, being able to know which classes to suggest that you go to, because most of our front desk, we go to the yoga classes as well. So we know what to expect, so we can lead you and guide you into the class that is going to be the best fit for you.
So who does yoga benefit? Who is the right person to be doing yoga? Because in our minds, the stereotype, right, is the housewife in their cute yoga pants and they come in with their things, and that isn't me. So who is yoga for?
So yoga honestly is for everyone. And one of the things that we say on our pamphlet is that we're trying to make yoga accessible to every body. So it's peace and power for every body. And so to give you an example, my mom, who is in her late 50s, she struggled with arthritis her whole life. And yoga helps her to be able to stay active and keep up her strength and her muscles and her joints. And so she likes to participate Zoom sessions. So she's not here locally, but we do have our Zoom sessions going on. So she can actually tap in and experience Yoga London from down in Utah where she's at. So, but it's for everyone.
So what about you? Why are you going to yoga?
I wish I would go to yoga more, I'll be absolutely honest with you. I'm going because I just know that it's good for me, not just physically, but mentally. It's given me something which, especially now where we've had just such a change in this world, I just feel that there's a need for reflection and to sort of connect with your inner self, as it were, but to get a good workout at the same time. And I know because of what we offer, we can offer that range of, there's sessions which are much more focused on your sort of inner being and your sort of spirituality, but then there's other sessions which are much more, you're going to come out with a real sweat, a real good workout. So I want to, for me, that's just part of the whole wellness theme. This is part of the jigsaw for me.
Gotcha. So how do they find out more? Where do they find the classes? How do they know about this?
So the best place to find the classes and the information on that is our website. So it's yogalondon.us. And it's got, if they click on the tab that says classes up on the left-hand side of the website, they can actually click on each class and read a brief description of what the class will be like. They'll know if there's heat involved, if there's humidity involved, what level it's at. Really, any class can be modified for any level. So it's intimidating when you hear hot London. You're thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm ready for a hot class, or I don't know if I'm at that level. I promise you, the instructor is going to know how to get the best out of the session for you. When you're a new student coming in, they pay attention to that. When it's your first time coming in, we give you a yellow wristband so that the instructor can see, okay, this person is new, at least to Yoga London, and then they can maybe watch you a little bit more, help you get into poses a little easier, and give you a little bit more cueing. So that's one of the nice things, but the website will be the place to find that. We also have an app, which is the Yoga London and Flip and Twist app. They can also use Mind Body. That one is an app that you can use for scheduling, but it will tell you, it's more going to tell you the scheduling and the information with that. If you want actual information on Yoga London and the classes, I would go to the website.
Perfect.
And tell us your phone number and location. What's your address so they can find you?
Okay, so we are located at 3019 South 25th East. So if you know where Chick-fil-A is, where most people do, we are straight across the parking lot. So you can come straight across from Chick-fil-A and come find us. We're right next to Deseret Book and Shoe Carnival and Bed Bath & Beyond.
Super easy to find.
Super easy to find. So you just walk right into where the Flip and Twist Yoga London doors are. Our phone number is 346 7080.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So can we take a look at your
so
studio?
Can you
Love
show
to show
what
you
we've
around.
got?
Yeah, I'd love to show you
because when you
around.
walk in, you don't really know
That's right.
what's behind.
Meg will lead
the
and I'll
screen.
come behind.
And most of it honestly is going to be down this big corridor. So we have our first studio here, but I want to show you actually our second studio because it's our hot studio, and that's what sets us apart the most. So,
because that's a big thing, right? Hot yoga.
yes, and so that's one of the things that you get at Yoga London that you really will not get at any other gym or studio in town. So this is Yes, I know. The floor is different. This is called a zebra floor. So it's more foamy and padded.
Yes.
It holds the humidity in.
So what is different? What sets your classes apart from other yoga and hot yoga classes?
So for one thing, you can go to a gym, you can get a yoga session, but it's not going to be quite the same. A studio, our main focus is yoga. And so instead of focusing on, pound and, the
other
different
classes.
other classes,
Yeah.
our main focus is peace and power coming from yoga.
So we can expect quality when we come here because you're
Exactly.
specialized.
Exactly.
Okay.
We specialize in full body wellness, which is mind, body, spirit, kind of bringing those all together. So for people that are very stressed, a studio is much more relaxing. So that's going to set things in a totally different mood for you. When you walk in, Yoga London is peaceful, it's quiet, it's a chance to kind of break away from the rest of the world, where going into a gym, there's still a lot of activity, a lot of other things going on. And so a studio has a very different atmosphere. It's very, very different.
Yeah. So in this, what kind of, so I think of yoga, I know there's hot yoga and yoga. What is the variety? What else are people looking at? That's it. And I only know hot yoga because we did a Nosy Neighbors on a hot yoga.
Yes.
And then I'm like, oh, there's hot yoga.
Lots
and it
of
was hot.
Yes. So our hot yoga gets up to 98 degrees with 40% humidity. So the flooring in here is softer. It's a padded floor, which there's no other yoga studio in town that has this kind of flooring and the humidity and heat that we have. So this is a true hot studio. In the hot studio, we don't only do hot yoga. We do a couple different variations. There's one that's sculpt. And so you can see we have weights here. So the weights will actually be used during our sessions. Sculpt is a variation of vinyasa flow. So vinyasa is what you typically think of when you think of yoga, going into poses, kind of transitioning through the poses. Vinyasa flow is where you're going through the poses, but it's very fluid. And so then when you add in the weights, you get even more burn, more sculpt, and so you get more definition. So it's more of an actual workout, and so you're going to be working up a sweat quite a bit.
And do they do that in a hot session to work? Oh,
it's 95, and so it's not quite the same because a hot class is designed to really bring out and detoxify the body, where sculpt, you're trying to build muscle, strengthen, lengthen. So it's a little bit different in that sense. Another variation that we use over in our studio next door, we have restorative. So I tell like our nurses and our police officers and those types of people that are in high stress jobs, restorative is great because it brings down your cortisol levels. It's going to help you recover from a very busy and hectic day. You hold about 5 to 7 different poses, but you hold them for extended periods of time. So instead of moving quickly through poses, you're actually letting the body relax into the pose and release the tension from the day. So restorative is exactly what it sounds like, restoring the body to a more peaceful state.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go and join a class now.
I know, right?
So, Favad, you have mentioned like total family wellness, the concept of that. So I want to learn more about that, and what besides yoga do you bring into that?
So we own the Massage Envy spa around the corner, where we offer skincare services as well as massage, obviously that's the name. And the idea probably was born a couple of years ago when a number of staff would say, I'd love to do more hours, to work more, but I've got nowhere to leave my kids. So we started thinking about where could kids be left locally where they could come and provide more service hours for us. And that's where Flip and Twist was born. And then actually that's expanded into something a bit more sort of family focused. And that is, think of a mum and dad that want to come here, do a yoga class, heaven forbid dad will come as well. And then the kids can be enrolled in a class next door, or mum and dad go and get a couples massage at Massage Envy around the corner. So we're looking pretty much at 50 yards from Massage Envy to here, in this area opposite Chick-fil-A. And that concept is family because the whole family can spend their mornings here or afternoons here or day here, going in between those various locations. So we want to build that.
Needs.
Yeah, but at the same time, we want this to be a standalone yoga studio. So if you are just into yoga or you want to start your yoga practice, this is a great place to do it. You don't have to have family along with you. You can just focus here. And the same with Massage Envy and the same. So these are all independently run, but they complement each other fantastically in this location. The key is you don't have to get back in your car and go downtown for yoga or for something for your kids.
It's all right here.
It's here.
One-stop shop. Yeah. Perfect.
It's really awesome. Okay, tell us one more time where they find out the best information, and then also how much are they expecting to spend, like if they come to a first class to try it out?
So again, the best place to get the information on sessions, any of the information about who we are is yogalondon.us. That's our website.
There might be a link just down below.
Yeah, we'll put a link down below. So yogalondon.us, and as far as their first session, so when you come to Yoga London for the first time, your first session is on us. So we call it a free demo. You get to come in and experience what Yoga London is for the first time for free. And then after that, we usually will sit down with every new person, talk about the benefits of yoga. We'll talk about the options for continuing on with your yoga practice, pricing and that kind of stuff, and tell you a little bit more. We want to make sure that everybody gets the best value for them. So when they come in, we'll talk individually to that person about how to fit yoga into their worlds, you know, both time-wise, financially, all of that. We help them problem solve and figure out what's going to be best.
So you customize it to their own specific needs.
Yes,
and have
absolutely.
different packages for that.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. So they could come today.
They could absolutely come today.
Yeah.
We would love that.
I'm coming today.
That's
Even better. Even better.
Tommy signed up for a class while waiting to get started.
Let's do a class together. Because this is it. This is.
I think this should be it for sure. That's awesome.
So. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, that's great. Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate it.
For giving us the time, talking to us, and giving us more information, because wellness, especially now, I think is really, really important.
Agreed.
And really good for it.
Definitely agree with that.
Okay, you guys, get down here. Again, this is Yoga London. It's right here on Hit Road, right next to Deseret Book, and right down from Shoe Carnival, right behind Chick-fil-A. It's awesome. Amazing. The feeling in here is really good.
It is. It's really peaceful. It really is a nice place to just
really
come in and relax.
Yeah, check the link below and go in and check out the classes and get in here for a free first trial.
Yeah, you can.
You've got nothing to lose.
You can't beat that, right?
That's right. And check out Flip and Twist if you need somewhere to take your kids. It's awesome.
Right next door.
Really fun. All right, this has been Jessica Cardon
and Elyse Powell,
your nosy neighbors, keeping you in the know.